I thought I never needed to ask any of the men I dated in New York City, believing that New Yorkers are by definition open-minded and intelligent individuals. But in graduate school, I learned that a theory or hypothesis is credible only if it is falsifiable, which means that one should be able to test it, and if proven wrong, the theory should be rejected. So I tested and tested and I tested until I had sufficient evidence that contradicts the assumed definition of New Yorkers. For instance, I was taken aback when an Upper East Sider I was seeing in 2019 greeted me with a look of disdain when I showed up for a running date in Central Park in a pair of shorts and a sports bra. He considered my outfit unsuitable for a public place, whereas I simply appreciated the opportunity to let my skin breathe in the sweltering heat and minimize the laundry load. What do you mean I'm showing too much of my body? We're in the park. I'm here to run, not to interview the Sultan of Brunei. I said, feeling irritated that I needed to defend my outfit choice. At first, I did not realize that he would expect me to wear baggy clothes on my runs. However, after half a mile of watching the guy gasping for air while I was running next to him at a wounded snail's pace, just to make sure he was not falling too far behind, I concluded that the man was a fake jogger, so he should not be giving any running-related advice. It baffled me to encounter men who identified as feminists, only to discover that their version of feminism amounted to nothing other than splitting a restaurant bill. Somebody had to say that. One specimen from this category was convincing me that his mindset was progressive, and he appeared quite supportive at the beginning of our relationship, admiring my personality and achievements. In him, I saw a good-hearted human and incredible potential, being unaware of his inclination to transform that potential into self-sabotage and then project his anger, induced by feelings of jealousy and inadequacy, onto me. Quickly, his admiration turned into intimidation until he started to resent me for everything I was. Being exposed to progressives, but just on paper, gaslighting, and unnecessary drama for pseudo-feminists made me wonder about the number of times the theory about New Yorkers I believed in failed when being tested, considering that I encountered not one, but multiple black swans in the Big Apple. Once, when I was feeling annoyed that a very handsome young man from Staten Island and went on 2 dates with did not have much wisdom to go with his appealing appearance, believing the earth is flat and other nonsense conspiracies, my bestie Alex reminded me of a crucial fact. You do know that he's not going to wake up tomorrow and be smart all of a sudden, right? I recall what Alex told me whenever I encounter other non-negotiables in my romantic life. Hence, I learned to not get attached to a man who falls into one of the following categories. Selfish, cheap, confidence faker, empathy lacking, has zero real friends, make you feel like a squeezed lemon with his energy-sucking abilities, listens but does not hear, has the Dorian Gray syndrome, and does not like dark comedy. After 3 dates in a row with multiple people I did not want to wake up next to, knowing that they will not be any different in the morning, I started asking potential suitors more questions than foreign visitors get asked on their US visa application form. I needed to make sure that I was not going out with another flat earther or any other type of man with the tendency to embrace conspiracies or share opinions that would be cherished in the dark ages, not in the digital age. When I dived into the world of dating apps specifically, I noticed that some of these guys could be occasionally challenging to detect. They may label themselves as moderate or not political, but once you crack the code, do not be surprised to learn that a chunk of these people believe that the US government and media are controlled by Satan-worshipping pedophiles, as QAnon claims. Other potentially dangerous and to avoid by all means types are those who hide behind passive-aggressive statements. My weekend was good, thank you. A few lectures on qualitative research methods would supply them with invaluable knowledge, including that it is simple questions, those asking people to describe their weekly routines, that not only allow us to learn about their lifestyle, but also to develop theories on human behavior. Yet, the number of passive-aggressive communicators on dating apps is surpassed by those who opt for outright aggressive statements in their profiles. If you use a fabric softener, swipe left. Don't bother if you don't believe in Jesus, and don't play games with me. In about 70% of cases, these messages are accompanied by shirtless pictures and grammatically incorrect paragraphs. My pet peeve is seeing quotes and sentences with a space placed before punctuation.